Hello, everybody, and welcome to Longer and Harder, the show on the internet where we take a subject and we go deeper. How are you all doing today? Hello, Jew. I saw Jews here. Hello, Jelly. Hello, Darth Killer. Hello, Factard. Oh my goodness, am I missing? Luigi, Majipecha, Sean Carroll. Oh my goodness, all the peeps in microbloganism. Microbloganism, Deathpool Wilson. How are you all doing? I hope you're all having a great time today. Hello, Richard. And NA, oh my goodness, all the peeps are here. Wooden Toad, oh my goodness, the whole gang has shown up today. I love it. I think that's wonderful. I hope you all are having yourselves a wonderful Sunday afternoon, morning, whatever time zone you are in. Hello, Tech God, how are you? I've been taking it a little easy. I had a bit of a longer night than usual yesterday. I had went out to a friend's house for dinner, so I may have gone out and stayed a little later than I should have. Maybe had a little bit more wine than I should have. Probably a little bit more wine than I should have. So I'm a little rough around the edges this morning, hence the lack of bow tie and the t-shirt and the hoodie, because I'm cold and slightly hungover, and I just don't want to today. I just don't want to be like I just want to hide. Long night. Playing Rhetoric&Discourse participated in a key party. I'm not gonna make a comment about those. I like your hoodie. It's a really cool hoodie. It's a Pokemon hoodie. Am I showing the Pokemon right? It's a Pokemon hoodie, and it actually says Elite Four something on the back of it. I have to show them the back of it. It says something cool about Pokemon stuff. Pokemon Trainer. There we go. On the back. So it's an extremely dorky, but I love it. My sister got it for me, I think for my birthday or Christmas present, I forget. One present when my sister bought it for me, so I like it. It's super comfy, and I love the shit out of it. I used to walk around with it when I played Pokemon Go a lot. I used to walk around town wearing this sweater. It was great. I was the dorkiest dork out there. It was awesome. POG League champion. Ah, yes. 7 minutes late. Make 7 pumps now. To be forgiven. Oh goodness. Looks like you get yours from the same Chinese place I got my Wonder Woman one. Yes, no, definitely. This is definitely a Chinese. I have a really funny do I have it here? I might have it here. I might have to check. If I have it here, I'll show it to you. But you might have seen them in before. They're like hats that have like scarfy, like hat and then scarfy bits that like go really long, and then you're supposed to like either use them as scarves, like the dangly bits, or they have like pockets where you can put your hands and you can sort of wear them as gloves, right? And they usually have like some sort of animal, so it's like a panda or something, or a cat, and then at the bottom of them they have where you put the glove parts in. They usually have like a paw of some sort. Well, I found one of those for Spider-Man. It's the Spider-Man one. It's got the Spider-Man mask on top, but because all they really do is just like recolor them, like put different colors on, because it's a cheap Chinese made hat. The bottom of it still has paws on it, so it's got this like funny like Spider-Man hat and then paws on the hands. It's great. I love it. Use the dangling bits as a scarf. Yep, more or less. Hello, Luke. How are you? Welcome to the show. Oh my goodness. So I want to see the Hobbs. Hobbs is, I think, cuddled up with my wife at the moment. And I don't know where Auxiliary Cat is today, so we might be stuck with this ugly mug for a little while. Not a Japanese version of Spider-Man, I hope. Oh, I wish it was a Japanese version of Spider-Man. Japanese version of Spider-Man is fucking amazing. He gets a giant robot. It's Power Ranger Spider-Man. I love it. I love every bit of it. Because I'm a giant dork who watches Power Rangers and enjoys all that kind of stuff. So yeah. But yeah, so that's why I'm a little rough today on being here and being coherent. I had a bit of a long night, but that's okay. We're here. We're ready to do things. Where are we at today? Do I remember where we're at today? Housekeeping. Thanks R&D. What did I do? I did something. Still playing on the Switch. Always playing on the Switch. I gotta go. Yeah, always love playing on the Switch. I need a new game for it. I really want to buy Dark Souls, right? Is that the one that came out for it? I really want to buy it for the Switch. Because again, I can play with it in bed on the can when I travel, which I don't do much, but I'm about to do a lot of traveling, so I kind of want to get it for all the traveling I'm going to do. Here's a German version of Spider-Man. Ooh. Are you talking about the hentai version of Spider-Man now? I'm sure there's a hentai version of Spider-Man. I'm sure that thing exists. Get Wise VV9, really good. Oh, Wise 9? Is that what it's called? Oh, okay. I like RPGs, so I might have to give that a try. Just got my PC. Yes, just buy a gaming PC because nothing says portability like a gaming PC. That's gonna solve all my problems. Yeah. No, the Switch is cool. You get to carry it around with me. Like, I get to play Doom. I get to play Doom 2016 while taking a shit. Can you? No, you can't, and that's sad. So yes, housekeeping. Hopefully, and I'm gonna absolutely try my best, but I should get it done because it's almost I'm almost done with everything. But should have the next debate video for next Saturday done in a couple of, hopefully by this evening, hopefully if nothing latest like tomorrow morning, for patrons. So patrons will get access to that a week early, and hopefully everyone else will get it on Saturday, because I will not be here on next weekend. I'm going to be in Denver, so no show, obviously, no Longer and Harder next week. I should have a video scheduled up, but if I ignore people on comments and Twitters on that, it's because I'm going to be on vacation. So hopefully it will all be there. Hi, I used to be a flat earther. Oh, really? Just Meg. Well, welcome to the not stupid side of the internet, where we talk about flat earthers. So, good to know. Question for you, Just Meg, since you mentioned you used to be a flat earther. Can you tell me what the, what was the thing that sort of made you change your mind? Like what was there a thing that made you change your mind, or how did that work? I would love to know, and if you could explain it to me, that would be awesome. R&D gonna go join the Mile High Club. Oh, yes, I will. I'm looking forward to it. Good morning, Bull Hobel. How are you? So no stream next week. Hopefully we'll have a video out. If I get it planned in time, it should come out. I'm gonna turn this over to live chat so I can actually see live chat instead of just the top ones. So there should be a video scheduled and whatnot, and shouldn't be a problem. Hoping. All the math and my own research proceed. It was round. Okay, cool. Well, like I said, welcome to the not stupid side of the internet. It's good to have you here. Okay. So with that said, is there anything else for housekeeping? No, I think that's everything about covers it. Yeah. There will probably be some holiday scheduling going on as holidays approach. I don't know if that will necessarily affect me up until the end of January. So, for the most part, not much else. You'll be told about things in a couple of weeks or so. But I shouldn't be taking a break for Thanksgiving because I'm not traveling anywhere. So, it's only next weekend that will be gone, and then I think the weekend after that is Thanksgiving. Right? Yeah, because next week is the 16th, and then it's like the 20 whatever. That week is Thanksgiving. You'll actually probably get an extra stream like on Black Friday or something, because I don't have to be at work, and I'm going to be sitting around being bored, so maybe some extra fan art or some extra Longer and Harder. I don't know, because I have actually less to do around Thanksgiving, not more to do. Same thing probably with Christmas and other holidays. So that'll probably happen. Differs based on country, church, Richard, after something like the second Sunday in October. I know that Canada has Thanksgiving in a different spot than the U.S. The U.S. is the third Thursday of the month, if I remember right. So I think that's how it is. I don't know. I don't care much for Thanksgiving. We're going over to a friend's house for dinner, and that's about it. Like, it's just fun. Like, I like getting together with friends, but it's not like a big deal because we don't travel to go see family or anything like that. We just stay here. Christmas Day is on a Tuesday this year. Oh, that's cool. So I don't know. Maybe we'll have an extra stream on that Tuesday because again, I don't have to be at work Christmas Day. So I think I have to be at work Christmas Eve though, and I might take my Switch to work because I think I might be the only one in the clinic the whole day. And if that's true, I'm taking my Switch and I'm gonna sit around and playing Doom or Dark Souls if I have it by then, all day instead, because that would be a much better use of my time. This is why I'm really happy my coworkers don't watch my streams. All right. So that's it. That's it for well, that's that. There's a thanking message from Just Meg that you may or may have missed. A thanking message. I also wanted to track you that you also showed me a lot, so thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Meg. Yeah, no, I hadn't read that. Yeah, you're welcome. I've been trying to be less mean about showing people about how I present things, because I actually want to get as many people to listen to what I gotta say as opposed to being the jerk that I used to be. But you know, whatever. So I'm glad that you got something out of my videos. That's very nice to hear. I'm really glad that it served a purpose, not just to entertain me, but it actually helped you. So that's awesome to hear. Thank you very much, Meg. Where we at? Beer of the week. We have yeah. So this one is, I don't know if it's gonna be any good, obviously. But I know who I'm gonna blame if it's terrible. If it's terrible, this is one that Microbloganism showed me. And they did actually sell at the market that I usually go to for beer. It is called Pseudo Zoo. God, that is not easy. But it says Pseudo Zoo. It's almost as if you got it dragged into your court into court. Pseudo Zoo, it's a pale ale by Toppling Goliath Brewing Company in Decorah, Iowa, I guess. I don't know. It's got a funny can, which I really like. It's got a following them on Twitter is pretty hilarious. There's some hilarious dinosaur stuff. That's dinosaur stuff. This single hop ale showcases a Citra hop for a well-balanced beer that is delicate in body with a mild bitterness in the finish. Ferocious hop aromas of citrus and mango give a refreshing taste that is bright with just enough bite. Sue is awesome on Twitter. Yes, you should follow Sue on Twitter. Dinosaur stuff. I have a picture. Maybe I'm gonna have to find it because I got married in the Natural History Museum in Santa Barbara, California, where I lived. So I got married in their Natural History Museum, and so I got one of the pictures that I did manage to get is they had a couple of things. One is I got a picture of me and my groomsmen in front of a T-Rex fossil, which was really cool. So I'm all dappered up and whatnot, and my crew is just sitting there like making dinosaur roaring things at at the camera. So that's fun. They also had a raptor exhibit, so they had a bunch of birds, which was really cool too. So and like live birds, like they had falcons and whatnot. It was really cool. Married in a museum. Oh, things are going off. We're gonna go AFK. Be right back. That was super short, but we're back. Nope, wrong camera. Sorry, I am making ramen from scratch today, and I set a timer for how long to soak the pork bones. So I gotta go rinse them at some point. At some point today, I have to go rinse them out. So it wasn't a fire alarm. It was just a timer going off in my kitchen. Sorry, but thank you for understanding. That was a really short break. During the break, I will go clean them out and get them ready. But yes, homemade ramen takes forever. What up, 17 ballers? Again, eager baller bitches. We prefer that. I use chicken and a pressure cooker. Oh, do you? That sounds good. I don't have a pressure cooker. I'm doing it the good old like simmer it for 5 hours way. So we're gonna see how it goes. It's a lot of work. The whole thing, it is legitimately like 5 hours of it cooking the pork bones, but we'll see. What was in that glass? This is a smoothie. It's not beer. It's a smoothie because I'm hungover, so smoothies seem like a good idea. And now beer. I am gonna do the stupid thing, and I'm gonna pour the beer in front of you all, which never leads to disaster. But oh goodness, I almost spilled it already. That is very orange, not orangey, peachy looking. It's very fruity, huh? I'm not sure how I feel about this color, guys. It's a very odd color. It's a very odd color for beer, I think. Huh. Huh. I don't know how I feel about the smell of it. Oh no. Oh no. That's how beer looks like. No, it doesn't. I don't know about the smell. I gotta get over it. It definitely smells fruity. But the hops are it's okay. It's a very interesting. It's a very interesting. You see a cat? Is there a cat around? Ah. Oh. Hi. How are you? Okay, bye. Yeah, just hanging out back there. Looks great. It's a pale ale. That's true. Which cat is that? That is auxiliary cat Emma. She's just chilling on the couch. So, oh, hopefully she'll make it here. Okay. All right, let's do this. It is bitter, not IPA bitter, but okay. I see. Okay. Huh. That's good. That's good. I wish I wish I would have had it over the summer rather than the winter. This weather is not really, it's not really for me. Just Meg, I want to thank you seriously for all your videos debunking flat Earth. I seriously researched flat Earth because it sounded so strange. Then I saw so much proves that it could be flat. I know you had another one. You really opened my eyes to all the lies of Eric Dubay. Well, thank you. I'm glad my videos have served a purpose. I'm genuinely happy that worked out for you. And like I said, welcome to the dark side. We have a lot more fun on this side, honestly. Is this where the flat Earth meeting is? I'd come halfway around the globe to take part in it. Ha. It's flat. Just Meg. Eager, you can talk to Just Meg. Just Meg used to be a flat earther, so you probably have things to talk about. Okay. So I like it. I like the beer, is what it turns out. The smell is weird, and it took me a little bit to get past the smell, but it's very fruity. About as fruity as beers get. It's not as fruity as like the strawberry beer from Lucky Bucket, which I really love. It's not like that fruity, but I can taste the mango. Tastes like mango. And it's bitter. Not super bitter. I like it. It's definitely a summer beer. Yes, it's a summer beer. Your Americans are so funny. No, it's light. It's light and crispy. And so it makes it better for summer. Like if it was hot out, I think I'd enjoy it more. It's really cold out. I want a dark beer when it's really cold out. I don't know. Psychology something. Barrack Gervais was so calming that it memorized me, lol. Oh my goodness. I don't like his voice too much. Wait, Mango the fruit, the mango, or Mango the person? I don't know. She's not here, so I'll let you decide. Alright, so what was it? Okay, moving on from that. I never made a god damn it. I never made the thing. I made the menu, but I never made a whatchamacallit for it, a straw poll for it. So let's make a straw poll for this. We have our options for today are going to be Not Cloning by Jonathan Miller. That one's been there forever. Veganism Almost Killed Me by Daphne Reloaded. What Does It Mean by A Call for an Uprising? Crunchyroll Full SJW by Yellow Flash. City of Atlantis by Bright Insight. Christians on LGBT by our favorite Christians, Paul and Morgan, because why not, right? And Gravitational Genius by UAP. I don't remember what UAP stands for. And now that I reread the SJW thing from Yellow Flash here, I remembered there was actually something I did want to say during housekeeping, which is more relevant to the last video, the video that I made for today about Review Tech USA. And it's something that I know, I think I said the last time I made, I sort of talked about this kind of stuff, was that I know that I can sometimes come off very uncaring about other people's issues. So and I might have done that here as well with Review Tech USA, where I didn't mean to necessarily belittle the things that he finds important. If he wants to sit around and talk about, you know, gaming stuff, I think that's perfectly cool, and I don't want to belittle him for doing that. That's fine. Talk about gaming. But I just want him to understand that the same passion that he has for what he's passionate about, gaming, is the same kind of passion that that other people have towards other things, and that what he's doing is actually belittling the, you know, what other people find important. So that's all. Vote 6. Vote 6. Which one's 6? Christians, all LGBT. I know, right? Biggleson, how are you? I hope you're having a good day. You didn't come off like that. Well, good. I'm glad I didn't. That's the one thing that I never know if I'm being a dick. Which I probably am being a dick. I almost constantly have to ask my wife if I'm being a dick about something. What does it mean? That one's probably hilarious. There's a couple of other ones that I wanted to throw in here. There was one from Nicole Cote, which I wasn't sure if I talked about in the past. It was about trans people, and Nicole Cote talked about it. I don't remember if I talked about it already or not. I'd rather have sex. Well, good. And there's another one that I might add by Orphan Red, but I don't know. She talks about quantum physics, and I don't know quantum physics enough to be comfortable listening to someone else talk about quantum physics. So, no, R&D Nintendo was planning on patching the same stuff anyway. People can be quick to pull the trigger. Okay, you are a dick, but a correct one. Okay, as long as I'm correct one. RH's current, but even he was a bit off on that one. Okay, good. I'm excited. I mostly just don't want to cut. Like, I know that I am a dick, but I don't want to be too much of a dick. Like, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to belittle other people's passions. If other people are passionate about something, I don't want to come off as if their passions don't matter. Like, they matter just as much as my passions do, even if our passions don't necessarily resolve the world's problems, right? So yeah, Gravity. We want to talk about Gravity. Oh, I got, son of a bitch. I forgot the soundboard, and now I can't get to it. Where's my soundboard? I'm gonna talk about Gravity. If we're gonna talk about Gravity, we definitely need Desert File with us. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work. I don't know how long it's gonna be either when I press the button. So, Gravity is number 3.
Gravity, you fucking retard!
I don't know how loud it is because I don't have headphones.
Have you ever heard of fucking gravity?
So hopefully that didn't murder your ears.
Gravity, you fucking retard!
Oh no, it's still going. It loops. I didn't know it looped. I should put headphones on so that I know how loud it is for you all. Let's unloop that. I never know what I'm doing. All right, there we go. We fixed it. I just commented on your channel, Meg. Get off the dark side that the heel essential and wake up to really come back to the light side. Oh no, the dark side is way better. We have way more fun. Obviously, Igor shows up like every week because he loves to hang out with us. This is obviously the fun place to be. Oh goodness. Never fear, I is here. Hello, WFI 6I. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Dex. I don't think I said hi when you got here. So yes. Let's check how our poll is doing today. Also, I got faster internet. I'm not sure if that actually is improving anything or not, but there is faster internet now. Hopefully that's making things better on your end. You know, but I don't fucking know. Oh, right. We have a we have a four-way tie going right now for what does it mean? Uh, Veganism almost killed me. City of Atlantis. Right? 2, 3, and 5. And 6. Oh my goodness. 2, 3, 5, and 6. And Christians and LGBT. So we have a very even tie between four different spots here. So we're gonna have to get some more votes going here, guys, because otherwise I get to pick, and no one wants that. No one wants that at all. It's one of the few atheist live streams that I'm not blocked from. Lol, getting ready for work. I would never block you. I'm actually blocked from a lot of flat Earth stuff. Like the Jism crowd has blocked me. They don't like me. That's okay. They don't have to. So and I'm not much for blocking people. I don't really unless you're actually being harassed, which can happen on the internet. I don't really feel the need to block anybody. But I do understand that if you get harassed by people, I'm not going to judge you for blocking people, not wanting to interact with them. It's like it's like walking away from a conversation, but because it's the internet, like it's the easiest way to walk away from a conversation is sometimes to just block somebody. So I think it's perfectly okay if you want to block people. I don't do it. That's all. So put me in for whatever Fino wants. Fino, what do you want? Let's see. Who's come ahead right now? Ooh, at 31 votes, we have somebody. Who's you? I want you to number 6 at 31%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, Paul and Morgan. Oh, goodness gracious. Unfortunately, the wife isn't here because I bet she would love to take part in this one. It is also her birthday. You should all, I don't know, say happy birthday to her. She can hear you. But unfortunately she's not here, so. All right. So it looks like we're gonna listen to Paul and Morgan some more. Nope, that's not what I wanted to open it all. Oh my goodness, making a mess. One of these days I will get all of this right, but not today. Christians on LGBT. All right, we'll open you up.
All right. Morgan
and Paul again. I really should ask the wife if she wants to join us for the rest of this, because I get the feeling she might. I'm gonna be very curious as to what they have to say. I mean, I can guess what they have to say, but I'm very curious. So if you don't remember, the last time we interacted with Paul and Morgan, I decided that they're not having sex, and they have a very boring sex life, which is probably not true, but I'm gonna stick with it. Good democracy works for once. If we're gonna have 6, can I have a bullet that can be destined for the dog? Oh no. Oh, faces again. I know. Look at these. Look at those two faces. Rhetoric&Discourse. Well, one of these days we'll remember to put numbers right into your list so people don't have to count on fingers. I know, right? You misspelled Paul and Paul. Paul as Paul. Did I? Probably did. Haha, why not? Flat Earth Globalist, you would not believe. Oh no, I was reading that, Nightbot. I'm gonna still read it, Nightbot. Don't be a dick. You would not believe the eyes of 10 flat earthers, guys. Retarded the world is I fell asleep. 'Cause they fill the internet and leave my brain dead. You'd think me rude, but I simply don't care. Was that a poem? You should do whatchamacallit? What are those poems called? A haiku. Turn that into a haiku. That'd be great. If you want a link posted, share it with one of the mods, and maybe they'll post it. Oh yeah. If you want a link, don't. You're gonna have to talk to somebody else. There's a whole room of mods. Maybe one of them will post it if they feel like it. If they don't, you're a shit out of luck. But Might be a hint that he's a Poe. He's probably a Poe. That's okay. Ha! Ha ha ha! Took me a second, Fino. Took me a second. He might be a Poe. All right. So, Paul and Morgan are gonna tell us about, I guess, Christians and LGBT. So speaking of Christians and LGBT, just because it's on the news, and I think it's fucking fantastic. Kim Davis in whatever Tennessee, right? Was that what she was? She was the clerk who, the county clerk or whatever, who refused to sign marriage licenses to gay couples after it became legal by the Supreme Court to for gay couples to get married. She refused to do her job and was just a complete bitch. She got voted out of office, and I think that's fucking fantastic that she just lost the shit out of that. I just want to throw that on there. I think that's great. Like, fuck you, do your job. Like, I feel like, yeah, do your job. I think she said, I think I heard somewhere that she's supposed to go and do ministry stuff now, which is fine. Do that. You'll probably be way better at that job anyway, but obviously you're incompetent in your job, and which is why you got fired. Huh, suck it. I don't even feel bad for you. Did Paul and Margaret ever talk about anything but how to feel dead inside while gritting, like the Joker on the outside? I know, right? I don't know. They're an interesting couple. Again, I stick with my non-evidence based theory that they don't actually have sex. And they're the whole sex talk with them was a little weird. So they are a very weird couple. Not sure I still don't get how Ted Cruz got elected for anything ever. I know. I don't know how he did either. I don't know. I liked what's his face, Beto O'Rourke. I thought he was cool. So, I think there's plenty of evidence. Might be plenty of evidence. There's still a few elections that haven't been entirely decided, so that's gonna be cool. I think the Stacey Abrams election hasn't quite been decided, and the Gillum election in Florida hasn't been decided yet. So those are things to look forward to. Also, Scott Walker got voted out, which I think is fantastic because he's a giant dickbag. And the irony of him getting voted out is amazing. So I used to live in Wisconsin, and I was there when he was being recalled and stuff. Like, so good. So good that he's gone. Okay. Morgan does have sex. She probably owns a... oh, no. Yeah, no, from... Goodness gracious. Both Florida elections got into automatic, mandatory, manual recount. That's good. I mean, I'm not sure if it'll re-yield anything, but I like, you know, they haven't in the past. That, you know, they haven't really changed results in the past. They generally don't. But I think it's absolutely fantastic that it's that close. Like, even if Gilliam ends up losing, I think it's great that it's that close. It's a Flat Earth Anthem, my version of Owl City tune. You should record that. I love Owl City, and if you recorded that into a thing, I would watch it, even if it was a Flat Earth thing, because I love Owl City. Owl City is great. Adam, what's his face? He's like a one-man band. I forget, Adam something is his name, and he's just phenomenal. He's a punny guy too. If you want punny songs, Owl City has great puns in it, which is one of the reasons I love him. I am rambling now to not talk about Paul and Morgan, because just looking at their faces is slightly terrifying. All right, here we go. I'm gonna listen to Paul and Morgan talk about gay people. Nope.
All right. Morgan, say something.
Son of a bitch! Why? Why was that necessary, Morgan?
What's up, guys? How you doing? I'm Paul.
I'm Morgan.
And this is the Paul and Morgan Show. Today's video, we're talking about Christianity and LGBTQ. How should we respond? I mean, there's so many questions, you know, on homosexuality. We're gonna get to the biggest ones. Guys, real quick, if you're new here, we are making Christian advice videos on life, love, and dating to help you have hope.
And be free.
So subscribe. All right, so
It hurts. It hurts. Morgan Demon confirmed, right? Look at her face. She wants to... No. She does. Oh. Oh, we're making so many assumptions about your sex life, Paul and Morgan. We really are. Are we sure we don't live in some kind of home? I don't know where that... I don't know. It's a very well decorated home. For being against it, that was pretty gay.
I thought, Morgan, to start off this video, we should pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to talk about relevant issues and that we do have a platform to speak on these things.
Yeah, I am annoyed. Not that you're praying. Pray away, my buddy. I don't give a fuck, right? I am annoyed that you somehow I how to put this? You are going to go down. I'm predicting this. You are going to go down this route of, or at least you're kind of hinting at it. Of how like, oh, it's so nice that we have a platform to speak about these things, about, you know, to speak about being anti-gay, right? As if Christianity isn't the majority thought. You're Americans. As if Christianity isn't the majority thought in America. As if, you know, as if somehow your speech is just absolutely stifled in America to talk about anti-gay stuff. Even now, what are we, 4 years, 5 years after the Supreme Court allowed gay marriage? Even now, no one is still, like, people like you exist who are probably going to be all against it and whatnots. Like pretending like you're some stifled minority who's like needs God's fucking help just to have a platform to talk about these issues is just, God, fuck off. Sorry, I got a little angry about that. She's actually sex hungry and megalomaniac. She might be. You have Riley Ranty, Shed Rage. Couples like that would be harmless in comparison. That's true. Can someone explain praying to me? I would like to know. Doesn't God have a divine plan for everyone? Why would everyone try to change that? I mean, can you change that? That's always been a really really good question. If you could actually, can you actually does praying actually do anything? Because I mean, you pray and it might not do anything because there's already a plan, and if it does, then I guess there isn't a plan. Just makes no goddamn sense. Makes no goddamn sense. Just because you have a plan doesn't mean you don't want people to ask for help. I suppose God can be that petty that he's just like, I want you all to beg for my help all the time. I could see that. Hello everyone. This is Ares, the god of war. Hello Ares. How are you? Good to know. Ramen to the maye. Oh, ramen. I did that. I wore whatchamacallit, colander once to a PastaCon, which is a thing that happens here in Omaha, or it used to happen here in Omaha. I think they moved it down to Texas. But I wore a colander once on my head for the entirety of a PastaCon, and got a lot of very weird looks from everybody. It was great. It was a great day. All right, so. With that, oh, I also have a picture of me and this flying spaghetti monster because I have more evidence from my God than you do, Paul and Morgan. My God of wars is Mars. Yeah, I know, right? All right, here we go.
Morgan asks that our hearts would be yielded to you and that the words of our mouth would be in accordance with your word. It would be speaking the truth in love, and that the Holy Spirit would move through us in this video. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right. Morgan, say something.
One of the most common things that we're expecting we're going to get is just people saying that we're being judgmental. The main thing we want to say...
No. You two being judgmental? Never. It's not like I haven't watched like 3 of your videos where you're super judgmental about everything.
Starting this video is that we're not judging in a hateful, a hypocritical, or a harsh way. This is a loving call to our brothers and sisters, calling.
So this is now we're gonna have to get all fucking sad and depressing. God damn it, Morgan. This is a thing that a lot of bigoted assholes in the world do. outright do, where they're not, well, they'll say things like, hey, you know, we're not being judgmental. You know, I think at one point I showed in one of my videos, I showed an interview with some grand wizard from the KKK, and during the interview they asked him, it's like, oh, why do you hate black people, or something around that, right? Like, or why you're being racist or something like that. And he said, oh, we're not being racist. We don't hate anyone. You know, we're Christians. We love everyone. Just because you say that you're saying it out of love, just because you say that you're not being judgmental, you're not being hateful, doesn't mean you're not being dicks. That's just a pathetic excuse to cover your butt about what stupid shit you're about to say, right? Like, just because you preface your statement with "I don't hate you" doesn't mean you're not being a hateful, awful bigot. Which I'm gonna guess is what we're gonna get to. If you're already starting your video like this by having to excuse the things that you haven't said yet, if you're already having to excuse them by saying I'm not being hateful, you probably are being hateful. You probably are gonna be a bigot at the end of this.
Them out of what we believe, what the Bible says is sin. So concerning
you, I am getting upset. God damn it, I'm not supposed to get upset during these shows. You, Morgan, have tattoos. You, Morgan, are sinning. Just so you know. Just so you know. You know, if you're gonna say that it's you're just saying what the Bible says, I'm just saying what the Bible says, and according to the Bible, you're a sinner. I was a flat earther, then I woke up to and ate my cornflakes. Tasty. Actually, I haven't had cornflakes in a while. Lactose intolerant, so cereal is less appealing without milk. Even with like soy milk, it's just, you know, you're drinking plant with other plant. It's gross. Using the Bible does not excuse bigotry. It does not excuse bigotry. You are right. And that's what we're gonna end up talking about here. I'm hitting you with this brick of love. Out of love, yeah, I know, right? A brick of love should be a thing. I should make one for the store, just a brick of love. Isn't that technically teaching men with these videos? Biblical Paul is crying about that. It's true. You are teaching, which you're not supposed to be doing. You are supposed to be sitting in the back quietly, not talking, Morgan. Not what I say. This isn't me being hateful. This is what your book says. Yeah. See how annoying that is? Almond milk is the best milk for cereal. I do love almond milk. It is actually, I don't know. I haven't had cereal with it in a while. Because I don't eat cereal because I'm lactose intolerant. So I never buy cereal anymore. I haven't bought cereal in forever. I don't actually remember the last time I bought cereal. I usually have eggs and bacon for breakfast, or eggs and sausage for breakfast, or something else. Hey, sweetie. We're watching Paul and Morgan.
oh my god.
If you want to join us for Paul and Morgan, they're talking about LGBTQ. Yes. Only Good Wednesdays is the Addams Family. All right. Yeah, probably also do wear mixed fabrics. That's true. I'm sure you eat seafood, and I'm sure you eat bacon, and I'm sure you do all the things that are not biblically allowed, and I'm sure that you have some excuses for everything, because why not? If he's talking to, we're not gonna read that sentence. We're gonna move on with life.
Judgment. Believers are warned against judging others unfairly or unrighteously, but Jesus commends right judgment. And you can look in John 7:24, which is what I'm referring to.
Yeah, if you're wondering like, oh, I've always been taught Christians are not supposed to judge, they're not supposed to make judgment. Do like a word search in the Bible on judgment. See what it says. We actually are, the church is called to make judgments. Paul talks over and over again about things to look out for in the church. We are called to make righteous judgments, but to do it in love without it being a hypocritical judgment.
All right, so their judgmentalness is going to be non-hypocritical, loving judgmentalness, as opposed to, you know, regular judgmentalness. So that'll be fun. Sadly, one of my colleagues is a Blade fan, goes to every game too. Blades fan. What are Blades? Is that I'm assuming that's a sports team, right? Stone those gays. That's loving judgment. It's true, right? And like, one of the ones that I always bring up because it almost always startles absolutely everyone who you tell it about and they never know. Well, two. There's two that always startles everyone because they don't read their Bibles, right? The one that one of them is the fact that the Bible tells you that if you are a woman and you get raped within the city walls, you should be stoned to death along with your rapist, which because and I shit you not, you didn't scream loud enough for someone to come save you, right? Like, so you should be stoned for not screaming loud enough, which is just disgusting. And then the other one is if you are a woman and you get raped outside of the city walls, you have to marry your rapist, which again, disgusting. This is the Bible for you. Just disgusting nonsense, right? So those are two that are always fun and people usually get. And then the one that I always like to bring up is also the Bible very, very, very explicitly says no Christmas trees, which I love. Like, the Bible is very much like don't. It has, I think it's Jeremiah 10:3, I want to say. I haven't had a quote in a while, but it pretty much says, like, literally no Christmas trees. Don't get, like, pagan trees and decorate them. It's great. It says no Christmas trees. So, dear Christians, your very book says no Christmas trees. Let's all live like the shepherds 3,000 years ago. Let's live like the peasants and the ignoramuses. I know, right? OMG, my Wi-Fi is being super retarded. It's buffering the stream every 2 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It might be my fault, honestly. How's my stream going on this end? Let's check. Is it my fault? Is it my fault? Nope, not my fault. At least not according to Google. So I'm not gonna apologize for it. Oh goodness. For the tech god, that's ironic. It is ironic a little bit. Man shouldn't lay with animals unless that sheep looks real cute. All right, we'll watch a little bit more of this. Take a break. I probably have to wash some meat somewhere for my break. All the Christians have lots of excuses for Jeremiah. Does not prohibit Christmas trees. Very popular the Jeremiah thing would talk about Asphera poles. I gotta look it up. I want to look it up because it's a fantastic quote. The Jeremiah 10:3. I think it's Jeremiah 10:3. Jeremiah 10:3. I want to say it's 10:3, but again, I haven't quoted it in a very long time. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got about this. What Bible is this? This is the all sorts of things. From a start. This is what the Lord says: Do not learn. Oh yeah, do not learn the ways of the nations, or terrified by the signs in the heavens, although the nations are terrified by them. For the customs of the peoples are worthless. They cut down a tree from a forest, and it is shaped with the chisels by the hands of the craftsmen. They adorn it with silver and gold, and fasten it with hammers and nails, so that it will not totter. Yeah, so that's more or less referring to Christmas trees, which again I find hilarious, the Christmas tree thing. But they will find excuses for anything. I did read up a little bit on the tattoo thing before I made my commentary about Morgan's tattoos, and there's a lot of things about tattoos as well. That's not what they mean by tattoos. That's not what they mean by that. You cannot post links, Aries. It's not something that actually it's a YouTube thing, but you can ask one of the mods. They might help you out. Sorry, it's like YouTube won't let you do it unless you're a mod. So ask one of the mods. They might help you out. Stupid YouTube. Why is the super chat there if it doesn't work? Oh no, super chat doesn't work. I want to make the Mexican man say horrible shit. I don't know why it doesn't work. Yeah, it's there. I don't know. Okay, I'll be back. I need to check on something. Something's going weird on my end. Yeah, I don't know. All right, we'll listen to a little bit more. Take a break. I'm gonna go wash some things, and I'll be right back.
Let's move forward. We asked for you all to send us in questions, and you guys sent in
A lot of good
a
ones.
lot of
A very relevant ones.
So, question number 1, here we go. Is being LGBTQ a sin / can they be Christians?
I think a lot of people are asking themselves, can you be gay and a Christian? And we're wondering, could culture have it wrong? Could these churches that are now really embracing the homosexual community and saying, actually, guys, God does love you and he supports your lifestyle, could they be wrong?
To answer that question, the Bible makes it very clear homosexuality, LGBTQ+, is a sin. If you want to do further research.
All right, well, there you go. Question answered. It's a sin. Which, again, they're not wrong. I've read the Bible. They're not wrong. It very, very does explicitly say that it's a sin. And that's, that in and of itself, I'm always amazed because I have a few friends who are, I've had a couple of gay friends who are actually rather religious. Like they go to mass every week. And I've never quite understood that, besides the fact that, your religion is dictated more by your geography than your actual beliefs. So I understand why they do it, culturally, why people go to church. But I could myself never attend a place that thinks that the very person that I am is a sin. Especially considering the connotations of what it means to be, sinful. So I've always found that to be very interesting. But I mean, they're not wrong. It's not gay if you let Jesus come into you. It's true. That's very true. But accepting Jesus cleanses your sin. So go for it, gay boys. I'm sure that I'm not going to tell you, I'm not religious, obviously, as I'm sitting here making fun of religion. I'm not going to tell you what excuses you should or shouldn't make. I would say that you just shouldn't go to church if the church that you're going to, okay, how about this? If you feel the need to go to church, if you feel the need that you need to go to church, right? For cultural reasons, for traditional reasons, for tradition or whatever, you feel the need that you have to go to church, do try your best to at least find a church that is supportive of you, and the relationships that you have, as opposed to hiding and being in a church that is going to make you feel like crap. Like if you're stuck going to a church, at least go to one that isn't going to make you feel awful about what you are, at the very least. I would strongly recommend you just stop going to churches, because especially if you're LGBT, because they hate you. And they might, your particular church might not hate you, but as a whole, it's not the secular world that's fighting against your rights as a person. It tends to be the Christian world, or not just Christian, but it tends to be the religious world that is fighting against your rights as a person. So, religion in general does not really seem to like you. So I would get away with it. I would get away from it if I were you, but to each their own, I suppose. People go to church because they ain't got anything better to do on a Sunday, and the TV is crap. I guess, I don't know. One of the best things about, there's plenty of great things about being an atheist. And one of them is not going to church on Sundays. Like actually, having those extra 2 to 3 hours of just free time. It's great. My wife and I tend to go shopping on Sunday mornings, because there's no one in the store on Sunday mornings, and it's great. And I still find like I wish my weekends were longer, even without going to church. So I can't imagine. That's if you just do the typical Sunday thing. I know that some people do like Wednesday night church and stuff as well. I used to go to church. It's awful. Are you a Mormon? No, I was Catholic. It was awful. It was, yeah, I don't know. So don't go to church. That's my piece of advice for you. Netflix is waiting 3 months for that one good show. Netflix has a lot of good shows. I don't know what you're all talking about. Love Netflix. Always good shows. Always good shows. I don't know. At least I found a lot of good shows. I just I still haven't finished watching Castlevania. Gotta finish watching Castlevania. I think it was Micro who shared it. I think it was you, Micro, who shared this. The talk by Captain Dissolution about Blender. And I just realized that Next Gen, which was the movie that came out on Netflix, was actually made in Blender, apparently, which is really cool because that's a really good movie. I really enjoyed Next Gen. Good movie. Oh, that was Bohobel? Never mind. Yeah, I haven't finished Castlevania yet. I gotta finish Castlevania. I still gotta finish BoJack Horseman, which I love, but see your video for fan art. Perky was the right call already. I'm glad you like it. Oh, I finished shading it, and I just need to scan it and get it all sent out. But if you missed out on Sean Hufford fan art, look at how sexy he is looking. He is just you're just looking so damn good. So that's for you, Sean. If you send me an address, I will gladly send it to you as well. If you want to send me an address, I might color the globe in a little bit so that it's got some just a little bit of red and green in it. So, but otherwise, if you send me an address, you know where to find me. Send me an address. I will gladly mail this out to you. Original Sean looks way better. I know. Scan as fire it is. I want I want that to haunt you forever. It's great. I love it. I realized red and green, definitely red and green. I'm pretty sure I said red and green and not blue and green, but we'll do that. Don't steal my thunder. We're trying not to. Yeah, no, I realized on Saturday when I was drawing that one of my hobbies is that I draw my friends with boobs. That's what I do on the weekends. It's great. All right. With that said, what kind of weird ass earth are you on? I don't know. I don't know anymore. With that said, we're gonna take a break. I haven't actually finished this beer. I've been talking too much for once. I think I added your fan art. It should be in here, Micro. And now I have to add Creationist Cats and Sean Hufford's as well. I'm gonna go take care of my ramen. I'll be right back. You'll have fun. Enjoy some fan art. We'll be back in a little bit.
From side to fucking side, like a love letter, I'm not feeling better. Like a love letter, I'm not feeling better. I thought we were made for each other, but I guess I was wrong. 'Cause every time I get a little closer, you're running out the door. Hey, like a love letter, I'm not feeling better. The prison you held me in is now a dead letter. I'm on the right side, step aside. From side to fucking side. Oh, like a love letter, I'm now feeling better. Hey, yeah. Like a love letter, I'm now feeling better.
stars in the night, burning brighter still, as our hearts are filled. Every outline of your perfect smile is illuminated in my mind. It's like fireflies in heaven, with you here inside this moment. It's like fireflies in heaven, brighter than I could imagine. It's like fireflies in heaven. It's like fireflies in heaven. We are stars in endless night, flashing in the sky as our hearts collide. Every shadow of your silhouette is electric in this moment's breath. It's like fireflies in heaven, with you here inside this moment. It's like fireflies in heaven, brighter than I could imagine. It's like fireflies in heaven. It's like fireflies in heaven.
All right, everyone, we're back. Oh, see if we can do the right buttons today. There we go. We got it. We got it the first time around. Oh, I think who guess was watching for more. What? Okay, Paul and Morgan. Oh God, yes, more Paul and Morgan. Ugh. It's the worst. This is the worst. Too many windows. Too many windows. I know there's a lot of lag everywhere. I'm sorry. One of these days the lag might end. Doubtful. Very doubtful. Okay. According to Mrs. R&D, Rhetoric isn't good at pushing the right buttons.
These are the verses that we looked at. Genesis 19.
I couldn't. How's your noodle doing? They are, I'm boiling some water right now, and then hopefully in a couple of minutes it'll start boiling, and then I gotta put the pork in, the pork bones in, and then let that boil, and then I rinse it out again. Like, I let it boil for some amount, like 15 minutes, and then I rinse it out, and then I put it back in with all the vegetables. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at.
Leviticus 18 and 20.
Morgan Rules, who are
1,
these
18 to
guys?
32.
Oh, sorry. Who are these guys? Things that are far more important than listening to Morgan talk. This is Paul and Morgan. They're Christians who give you Christian dating advice. They're also slightly bigoted. Slightly bigoted assholes. So we're talking about that part of them today. We talked about them in the past. My wife was on a show a bit ago where we talked about Paul and Morgan and how I think about sex. I think we talked about sex a lot in that in that video. Cooking up 10 inches of logic noodles. Should slightly, I know. Don't forget cheese. Cheese for what? For the noodles? No, we're making ramen. Don't have a problem. Smeg in ancient history. All right. Yeah, so let's go with repressed. They're always repressed. They're most repressed couple that have ever seen too. Oh yeah, they are very much so repressed. It's suppressed. Okay.
We looked at Genesis 19, Leviticus 18 and 20, Romans 1, 18 through 32, 1 Corinthians 6, 9 through 11, 1 Timothy 1, 8 through 10.
Morgan, I was watching a video recently on this exact topic, and the YouTuber said, okay, maybe homosexuality is a sin, but the church has it all wrong because the church is so soft on people getting divorced. The church is so soft, and then she's kind of listing out different other sins. Guys, sin is sin.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna side with the person that you're talking about that you're not showing. I not that I want you to be fundamentalist assholes, because I don't want you to do that, right? Like, but they are actually very, like, you are all very lax about which rules you follow, which the point is that if you're going to be relaxed about, say, what you eat, whether you get tattoos or not, Morgan, or, you know, whether you're going to be cool with divorce, whether you're going to be cool with any number of things, you know, women teaching, Morgan, if you're going to be cool with those things, even though they are sins, then you might as well be cool with gay people. Because, I mean, you're already being cool with other things. Your only other option is to become a fundamentalist, bigoted asshole, which I don't want you to do, Paul and Morgan. I really don't want you to be that. But those are kind of your two options at this point. Just noodles or what you eat, right? So from the mouth. So when what Paul has is a butt probably isn't called noodles, even though it resembles it. So Morgan has sinned. Morgan has sinned. Sin is sin logically, yes. Morgan has sinned. Morgan has tattoos. Which the Bible very explicitly says not to. You have sinned, my friend. But R&D, gay people are totally gross and stuff. They do it in the butt, where poop comes out of. Yeah. Except for the ladies don't necessarily do that. Also, not gay people do that, so it's not. I think you missed the point, Paul, which is not that. Is that you already are cherry picking what other rules you're okay with breaking. As I pointed out, that Morgan is already breaking one of them. And so if you're just going to be cool about breaking rules anyway, then what exactly is stopping you from breaking this rule? Besides the fact that you're a bigoted asshole. Like, that's it. That's kind of it. I got to step away for a minute to get my daughter to finish homework. Ugh. Those kids. Morgan has sex not for the purpose of procreation. That's also probably true. I mean, I'm not gonna assume, but probably also true. There's a lot, right? Like there are a lot of rules that other Christians tell me that you should follow. Like what makes the rules that you follow any more important than the rules that Jehovah's Witnesses follows, that Mormons follow, that any other Christian denomination, whatever, follows? What makes your rules or their rules less important, or your rules more important, or whichever way you want to slice that? What makes the difference? And I'll tell you what is the difference. It's what you feel like following, right? Like what you think is a sin is only the things that you are uncomfortable with. I say this as an ex-Catholic, right? Like, because as a Catholic, I broke a lot of rules, consistently broke a lot of rules, and I always figured out a way to make it okay. I had sex outside of marriage. I would eat pork on Fridays during Lent. Or any amount of meat, right? Like I broke all the rules. And I always and never did I think of myself as a bad Catholic, even though I broke those rules, because I always figured out a way to make it be okay that I broke those rules. And if you can do that, right? If you can finagle your way into making it okay for you to break a rule, then why can't you finagle your way into making it okay to break this one rule?
Okay? And sin, no matter what it is, separates us from God. The Bible says that for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So yeah, it is not right for the church to say homosexuality is this horrible thing and then brush other sins under the rug. Yeah, I believe some sin may carry more consequence and be weightier than others, but we have no place to, say this sin is horrible and this sin is okay.
Again, your wife has tattoos. Your God said not to do that, and you did. Your God has said all sorts of things about what you're supposed to eat, and I'm fairly certain that you eat shrimp because shrimp are fucking delicious. I am fairly certain that you eat pork because bacon is tasty. I'm pretty sure that half the rules in the book that you say gives you the rules, that you have broken them. And you are infuriating because you are very blatant hypocrites about this. Are they wearing cotton and synthetic fabrics there? They probably are. Like, you are such fucking hypocrites, Paul and Morgan. You are the biggest hypocrites. Especially you, Morgan. I'm gonna pick specifically on you because in this video I can actually see your tattoos, and you have tattoos. And again, the Bible is very, very explicit about tattoos. I should read that part about tattoos because I know I showed it in the video I made about you all. But it is very explicit about tattoos, and how you shouldn't. Tattoos. Can I spell tattoos? I can. And the Bible. And the Bible. No, Bible. There we go. Tattoos in the Bible. Let's see what that has to say. So I'm gonna actually find the actual passage rather than there's a lot of commentary about it that I want to read. Because they make excuses, which is fine. Didn't Paul just contradict himself? We can set differences differently, but who are we to do that? Special pleading fallacy. Exactly. No, and I think you're right. I think if he is going to decide, or I don't know, maybe God has a like gay marriage or gay sex gives you 5 points of sin, but eating shrimp only gives you 1 point of sin. So at the end of the day, if you, when you die or whatever, God counts all your sin experience points, and if you made it past the threshold of sins, you go to hell or whatever. I don't know how this shit works. That's, I guess, one way to do it. There might be Catholic doctrines, though. What might be? Every place in the Bible talks about marriage, talks about sex. It doesn't say anything about sex being only for procreation. Read the Song of Solomon. It might actually be true, actually. I don't know. I know that that was a thing that we talked a lot about in Catholic Bible study stuff, is that sex was only for procreation. And I know that I've had friends that were very confused what to do when they got married because they obviously wanted to, they wanted to have sex, but they couldn't unless they were going to have kids. And so that usually also led to a whole bunch of people just having a bunch of kids because contraception wasn't allowed and stuff. People die when they are killed. Yes. I'm pretty sure they have arguments. So Morgan has not submitted to her man. That's also probably true. So let's see. Bible was quoting makes me hard. Oh goodness. Okay. So let's actually let me bring that Bible verse back up. See if I can find Leviticus 19 1928 is what I was referring to, and I know that I once read this, but I'll read it again. In cutting for the dead you will not make in your flesh, and writing marks you will not make on you. I am your Lord. So, you know, I guess so. The thing that I'm reading now says the word writing refers to inscribing or engraving symbols, words, and is used only here. The word from ours also used here alone. It has uncertain roots, so we're not really sure what the word means. Further, the word tattoo did not enter into the English language until the 1700s. This is probably why the KJV, written in the early 1600s, is closer to the literal translation saying you shall not print marks upon you. So, I'm guessing that we're gonna go with because it doesn't actually say tattoos. It's not that part that's illegal when it says not to make markings on you. So that's great. But yeah, your book says not to make markings on you, and you know, there you have a, you know, what looks like a pretty good tattoo. Can you please send me the excerpt of Song of Solomon 7, please? I want a happy ending. Song of Solomon 7. I will try to find it here in a second. I will. If Paul dies, is his brother gonna fuck Morgan? I don't know. It is true in there. There's a lot of things. At the end of the day, you have a whole group of very enthusiastic atheists here, telling you what your Bible says that you are probably breaking the rules of. And not that I care. I don't actually want you to literally follow all the rules in your book. I think that's a terrible idea. Please don't do that. Please don't do that, right? But what I want you to understand, Paul, Morgan, is that you already make these exceptions for other things anyway. So maybe make it for gays too, because it would make you less of a dick if you did. It really would. The Song of Solomon, I will try to read that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we're here saying that the Bible doesn't necessarily say homosexuality is like the worst sin of all, but it is a sin. And I think that the argument in this world nowadays is that it's not a sin, that being gay and love is love, like it's not a sin. I can love whoever I want. And that's just not the case. And so
if you're looking at it from a biblical standpoint,
yeah.
When we're speaking, you guys, we're speaking to people that are interested in following the Bible, that are interested in walking as a Christian is called to walk.
I feel like I'm just gonna end up repeating like half of it again. What video did this video beat? I don't know, but I'm almost tempted to go back to one of the second place winners, because this is just getting repetitive of like, the Bible says so, therefore we should. This did beat out 3 and 2 and 5, whatever the hell that means. Because I should name things. 3, 2, and 5. What does that mean when I say 3, 2, and 5? It beat out, what does it mean? Veganism Almost Killed Me and City of Atlantis. It beat out those. So, if I get tired of this video, which I might hear fairly shortly, we might move on to one of those other videos instead, because not all sins are mortal sins. I'm not about to argue with them about how many points each one of their sins is worth, or you know, how they add them up and how they count them. I don't care. You sure should start baking the straw poll choices. Baking? I didn't beat out Atlantis because it's Paul and Morgan. That's how I beat out Atlantis. Being gay gets you stuck in level 2 hell. Oh, okay. Naming. I should do a lot of things. All right, I'm gonna listen to a little bit more of them, but I'm starting to get the feeling that all of this is just gonna be, the Bible says so, therefore I'm gonna be a dick. Even though the Bible says a lot of other things that you don't follow, Paul, Morgan, I'm still gonna be a dick about it. So move on.
You know, of course there's gonna be people that maybe watch this video that have no interest in walking with the Lord, in walking in obedience. And so this video is not going to mean anything to you guys. You all watch this and be like, you all are being so judgmental. You guys are crazy. And that's fine. And we love you guys. But this video isn't really for you all. It's for those of you who are seeking, who are open, who are wanting to know what God's views on this are.
Well, okay. And then in the kitchen, straw poll link, please. I might. Okay. Are we done? Are we done with Paul and Morgan? I'm done with Paul and Morgan. I can only yell at them so much. I'm kind of done with Paul and Morgan, so I would be okay with doing another one. And I just never going to miss out on the straw poll again. Yeah, that's fucking vote. Democracy is at work. Does Jesus not want to be pleased? I don't know. What's their whole argument? But my holy book. Exactly. That seems to really be it. It's just my holy book. Due to. We could do another straw poll. Because I'm okay with that. I'm tired of them. I really genuinely am. You guys are dicks. Like, not even gonna pretend like you're not. I know you say that your video isn't for me, and too bad. You put it out on the internet. It gets watched if it's out on the internet. That's just the way it goes. So, you can pretend like the video isn't for me as much as you want, but at the end of the day, you put it out there, and now I get to watch it and make fun of you for it and call you bigoted assholes, because you are. So, you know, maybe don't do that. Which one was this one? Which one was 6? So we won't have 6 available. Okay. So I've taken Paul and Morgan out. Of the straw poll. We'll watch a different video. I don't want to be sad and angry anymore. So we'll watch a different video instead, and you know, make fun of that. hope it doesn't make me as angry. Use Paul us. I don't know how to do that. I know that Nightbot's around to do things. That's the wrong button. But I don't know how to do it. So video options. We're going to skip number 6, so number 6 is not available. We have Not Cloning by Jonathan Miller, Veganism Almost Killed Me by Daphne Reloaded, What Does It Mean by A Call for an Uprising, Crunchyroll Full SJW, City of Atlantis by Bright Insight Christians. No, not going to do that one. Gravitational Genius by UAP. I was taking a shower, Factar, wondering if the Romans took the 8 inches per mile square when they built the aqueducts. Lol. They didn't. No, they probably didn't, because that would be a really, really dumb way to measure things. They probably, you are probably right. They probably didn't. Also, they wouldn't have to. It's weird that you think that they would. It's very, very weird that you think that they would. I'm taking Paul and Morgan out. It's not harsh at all. 3, please. You gotta vote. Vote in the goddamn thing. I don't know. I really gotta find a better way to poll, because I really wish the people in, like, you could vote in chat, but I don't know. I don't know if any of the bots, Nightbot, can do that. So 7. Gravitational Genius. Oh my goodness. I know Factard does nobody does because the world is flat. No, it's not because of that. Sorry, gotta go. Great stream, R&D. Oh, thank you, Richard. Thanks for stopping by. What was I gonna say? No, nobody. You're right. You don't have to. It's not because the world is flat. It's because I don't know what purpose it would serve for you to measure things that way. Like, I maybe explain that to us, Eager. Like, what purpose would it make to measure things using the 8 inches per mile square? Like, what would it do? What do you think it would do? Like, I would like to know that. City of Atlantis. Oh goodness. You have something to do with it has something to do with level. Hey, Guy Ryota, how are you? Nice to see you. Remember to vote in the straw poll, guys. That's where you vote. It has to do with, so what does level have to do with it, right? Like, you can go around the whole earth and just get level at every location, and it's still level. You don't have to do complicated math for that, at all. Like, I don't, like, it's not like what are you talking about? Gravitation looks like 3 is winning. Oh, level is not flat. It's true. Level is not flat. What is winning? Is Gravitational Genius winning? It is. Oh, goodness. No, what does it mean? Has gotten ahead. What does it mean? Has 6 votes. Oh, goodness. That one's been on there for a long-ass time. I've been wanting to talk about that one. I don't even remember. I just know it's got like the creature from It, the clown person in it. So that's a thing. Hey, look at that. I finished beer number 1. We're going to take the quickest of breaks. Keep voting. I'm going to leave this on, actually. I'll leave this on. Because all I'm going to do is get a beer. So keep voting. Listen to some music. Vote away. And I will be right back with more beer and more nonsense.
There is not a day that I don't think about you. It's rare enough we find someone we need around. Here we are, out on this road. I'll take you with me anywhere, yeah. Here's my heart, it's yours, and no, I'll take you with me, yeah, I swear. My love, I got you, babe. My heart is with you always. My love, I got you, babe. My heart is with you always.
All right. How's the poll looking? It still looks like It is gonna win. Let's turn off the music. Looks like What It Means is gonna win today, so that's great. I've been wanting to do that one for a while. What exactly do you think you gain by saying dumb shit at us? It is funny. 8-inch polarized scroll makes a parabola, not a circle or a sphere. It's true, it does. It's kind of weird. I plug it into a graphing calculator. It does. Actually, you know what? I might, because I'm a dork. Yes, I do. It does actually make a parabola, as opposed to anything else. So, I have with me my handy dandy calculator. Bam. Okay. Handy dandy calculator. Graphing calculator. I'm not sure how well that'll show on screen, but you can see there I have the 8 inches per mile squared graph, or in an equation form. And then when we graph it, we get a parabola. Not a sphere. That should be a circle, right? If it does what you think it does, Igor, that should be a circle. But it's a parabola. Because it doesn't do what you think it does. That's it. You're not a dork, so you don't own a PC. What? No, I am a dork. I own a fucking... I still have a calculator, a graphing calculator. I'm a dork. And I play Pokemon. Thank you, Bohobo. Level is flat. Sea level is flat. Okay. Casio for the win. Casio what? No, we're not gonna do... my feed is showing me 4 different streams right now, and I chose yours. Yes, shouldn't be a special or naughty bits. Thank you, idiot. R&D sentence lock is a parabola. It is. Makes sense. You're not squaring the mile. I showed you the thing. I did square the mile, Igor. Let's. I did, Igor. Look. Look. 8 times x squared equals y. Y equals 8 times x squared. That's squared. It's squared. There. Or do you want it squared the other way? I mean, I can square it the other way if it makes you feel any better. Not sure that it does. So we'll do insert a thing. Is that how you want it? Do you prefer that? Does that make you feel better? I mean, I can graph that. It's not gonna change the results. There you go. Is that cool with you, Igor TV? Because let's look at that. It's a fucking parabola. It's a less steep parabola. So I mean, good on ya. Go full screen. Okay, fine. Just Igor, you were derailing everything, which granted is your job, right? But still. So there we go. Let's move the cursor out of the way. There you go. 8 inches x per mile, which is x squared. Yeah, thank you, camera, for focusing eventually. And then we're going to graph that. And look at that. Look at that. It's a parabola. Not a circle. Not a circle. A parabola. That's what your equation gets you, Eager. Like, I don't know what else to do to show you that besides actually graphing. You can graph it on graph paper if you'd like. You're just going to get the same result. And you get a parabola. Because your silly thing does not work in the way that you think it does. I don't know where VLC is. There it is. All right, so we voted for what does it mean. We'll watch a little bit of that. Probably not too much, but I did not want to watch any more of Paul and Morgan. You guys are bigoted assholes. I don't like you. Probably do. I don't remember what. About, yeah. I did because it was boiling. Yes. Sure. Okay. Where is it? What does... Ah, here we go.
This is a call for an uprising.
Shut up. Okay, sorry. Call for an uprising is going to tell us some things and stuff. There we go. No, you had it. Why would you turn it off? So the clown from It. This is a call for an uprising. The full title of this video is "What do companies mean when they say it?" And we'll get there. Next, you're gonna have to use A times S for the equation, I guess. Wait, what am I? Okay, go full screen. I did that. Igor, do you understand that? An A, I know it's pear-shaped oblate sphere they forget to make a CGI cartoon of. Igor, you still haven't addressed the fact that I just showed that your equation turns out a parabola and not a circle. If your equation were correct, we would get a circle. And so you gotta still reconcile that with us before you start, you know, trying to gish gallop your way out of this. I would really like that. I would really like it if you could do that. Holy shit, that screenshot! I know, right? So yeah, instead of gish galloping and just like asking for more things, how about you address what I just said? That would be nice. I would like that. I would like that. All right.
Welcome to today's show. What is it? I want to bring up the question about the term it, because it's a term we constantly see, and for those of us who are awake, which is pretty much everybody who listens to this channel.
Tone it down, buddy. Tone it down. Tone it down. No, tone it down. I don't need to I don't believe in fake CGI ball. Eager. Okay, Eager. This is, we're gonna do this just for you, Eager. One, you should come on the show. Always. You are always welcome. And no, I love having you in the chat. I would love for you to be on the show. I really, truly would. Please come on the show. Let's chat about this. Also, you're being stupid. And I say that in the most loving way possible, Eager. Because you provided a bit of evidence. You're like 8 inches per mile square. And I counter that. And now you're refusing to acknowledge that counter at all, and you're trying to just move on. That is you being a little bit dishonest there, Eager. And it's kind of showing. Address what I have demonstrated. You either need to rework your equation, or you need to admit to the fact that your equation doesn't actually give us a circle like it should. If it actually is supposed to demonstrate the curvature of the Earth, right? Please tell us that. Let Eager talk to me instead. Yeah, but Eager's on here. Okay. What is the correct formula for the CGI Bob? Someone who's not me, because I don't have the formula. If you can get it for me, it's got a bunch of cosines and shit in it, and I don't remember it. So if somebody can send it to me, I still have my handy dandy calculator, and we will graph it out for you, okay? But otherwise, all Remember, Eager TV, if R&D promises to be polite, he will be. Please accept his invite. Yeah, you know me. I'll be nice to you, buddy. You're here all the time, and I'm always nice to you. Except for right now, I got a little upset. But, you know, I'm gonna be nice to you. Okay. In the video saying we're all awake in this channel means other people, mostly notably the opposition, isn't the clear case of poisoning the well. It is a very clear case of poisoning the well. Yeah, you know, you're not awake. I mean, I don't know. You're not awake. I don't know what you're awake to, so. Oh, hit the wrong button.
We now know that we have to look at signs and symbols and repetition. We know that they use our subconscious minds to plant seeds, to control us, to condition us. Now you might say, it? I don't hear that word that often, but I'll refresh your memory on just how often in marketing we hear the term it. Now everybody's familiar with the movie It, with the clown, the killer clown, Stephen King's It, also obviously based off of his book. But what about sayings like, is it in you, from Gatorade? Or McDonald's, I'm loving it.
I regret my decision to let you all pick a different video, because I got the feeling we're gonna do the thing that we did last week, and we're gonna find a bunch of patterns in places that don't exist, and that's gonna be the rest of the video. So, all right, we're gonna don't be so harsh on Eager. It's not his fault. He's mentally impaired. He lives in his own little world, but it's okay. They know him there. It's part of the conspiracy. Everything's part of the conspiracy. God. Hi, you all. Long time no hang. Hey, Havoc, how are you? It has been a long time. How are you doing? Good to see you here. Coke is it. Yeah, everything's it.
Coca-Cola, it's the real thing.
It's the real
EA
thing.
Sports, the video games, it's in the game. Discover it. Songs like Let It Be, Nike, Just Do It. If we are thinking the way that we're supposed to be thinking, then these are things that we should be questioning. Now, we know that they are all...
Let it go? Oh, no, let's not do that. Doing good, or indeed took a break because I was raising a litter of pups. Oh, that's wonderful. Aw, that's really, really nice of you. That's super cool. I hope they've all found good homes, right? I hope. You're not eating them? I know you're not. What? Wait. Okay. Wow. It's that's deep like a puddle. I know, right? Burger King my way isn't good enough. No. No. So it is used a lot. That is our evidence. That is our evidence so far. It is used a lot. Room full of ballers. Not one of you knows the correct formula for the two. My goodness, I don't. Somebody find the formula for Eager. I don't want to, because it takes away from the fucking show. But you know, I'm sure someone does. That's not what I wanted to do. I got distracted. So, if someone can find it, I don't know what it is. I know it's more complicated than the 8 inches per mile squared thing. I mean, yeah, you could just you know 2-pi that, not 2-pi, you just pi it. So will it address IT instead of it? I don't know. You guys ever watch the IT show or the It show? That's a good show.
All about psychological.
It's just -1 cosine IRR. We have a couple of different ones here. Let's try the things that I do for the show. Okay, gonna do a Y. Let's do a new Y here. We got 1 minus cosine IR. Can I do that? Is that too many letters? It's probably too many letters, guys. I am gonna have to figure out how to. No C. If you could rewrite yours with Y equals at the end instead of C, I might be able to get to it. But I don't. X squared plus C plus Y squared equals C. That's funny. Okay.
Psychological warfare and psychological operations. We know that everything that's going on is a psyop.
Everything's going on.
They're conditioning us left and right. One of the people they worship, who is believed to be a Freemason, Sigmund Freud.
Oh, thank you, NA. Oh, what boobs you get? I want to see. Oh, you got those. You got the Sean Hufford boobs. Oh, that's not actually Sean Hufford, but you know, you got the Sean Hufford boobs. It can be fun, lol. It can be fun. It is always fun. Thank you, NANA, for those for sharing some boobs with us today. We did kind of need them today. We've been talking about some depressing shit with Paul and Morgan. Jessica Rabbit. It was Jessica Rabbit. It's who was that? It's a cosplayer. I can't remember her name. Obviously very attractive. Y equals goodness, can I graph that? I'm gonna have to remember how to graph like non-linear equations. I guess because I have sorry, I'm trying to graph things while being interesting on the internet is, it turns out, is very hard. Your videos always equal y. They do always equal y. Y equals the square root. Where is the square root? I haven't used this thing in a while. The square root of c. Nope. Did not mean to do that. Go back. Go here. C. C plus x. I just lost it. Ah, my goodness. Oh, I need a c. Where do I find c? Somebody remind me how to make extra variables in a TI-84. I'd like that. We'll watch a little bit more. Maybe we'll get an answer on that.
Who is supposed to be the father of psychology, invented
the constant c. How do I get that on a TI-84? I see pi. Where are you? Where are you, C? I don't see it. Ha! You see what I did there? Ha! I did it again. But I still don't see it. Oh goodness! I don't remember how to. I don't remember. C is a constant. Use any old number. Oh, I can just use a number. Should I use a specific number? Use a number. Okay, we'll use 2. 2. Let's use 2. Now I lost the equation and it's way far up this thing. God damn it. Minus x squared. Okay. Minus x. Where's the square button? I just saw the square button. There it is. Minus x squared. Beautiful. Thank you. So that one, Eager TV, just so you know. Okay, we'll go back. Okay. Eager TV, I have two graphs going, right? Or two let's do this. Eager, the lengths that I go for you, my friend, the lengths. So you'll see at the top you have the 8 inches per mile squared. You have the bottom, the one that the equation that Nell C gave us, which is y equals 2 minus x squared. So those are the two that we're looking at, right? And as I've been explained to, not your fault, and it takes a second to work with this calculator. It does. I haven't used this calculator in forever either. So we have 2, right? We're gonna graph both of them, so you're gonna see 2 different shapes. Eager. They're actually already graphed. So, one of them is a curve. One of them is a parabola. Which one? And I've already showed you what yours looks like. Which one do you think is more aligned with what a with the globe? I there. Sorry that took so long, Eager. It's just I'm not used to, you know, doing math on the spot, and I haven't used this one in a long time. I own multiple Texas Instruments, so whatever school R&D went to seems to have favored 1980s calculators. Yes, I know. I think they're still used in schools nowadays, aren't they? I saw a video once about why Texas Instruments has like a monopoly on school calculators because like if you grew up in the States before you got your TI-84, you had to get your TI something or another for algebra. So yeah, that's a nice calculator, R&D. I know it is. I like it. Okay, moving on for a little bit with more of this guy.
Model of the psyche, which contain 3 parts to the self, and this is something.
We only have Casio here. Yes. Well, you wouldn't have Texas Instruments Oh, that's what TI stands for. It's Texas Instruments. It's a very American company. It's in Texas, so that's not at all surprising.
Thing that they all follow: the ego, which is the conscious mind; the super ego, which is the super conscious mind.
I'm sorry. What are we gonna go into psychology? Ooh, I kind of like this. Let's go back. Let's go back. I'm sure.
Be the father of psychology and
go.
right.
Okay. We're gonna talk
One
about
of the people
psychology.
they
This is gonna be
worship,
great.
who is believed to be a Freemason, Sigmund Freud.
Wait, what? Go back. I'm sorry. This is like the first time I've been so interested in rewatching a bit.
They're conditioning us left and right. One of the people they worship, who is believed to be a Freemason, Sigmund Freud, who is supposed to be.
We worship Sigmund Freud. I did not know that. That is new. That is news to me. Apparently, we worship Sigmund Freud. It's just not that he just, started psychology, which I don't like Sigmund Freud. But I'm going to give him credit for what he did do, even if he was a little stupid sometimes. Okay. What's the manliest company name ever? I don't know. What is the manliest company name? Freemasons, organized summer church fates. That's it, I know. We worship the guy who thinks that all we want to do is fuck our moms. I know, right?
The father of psychology, invented a model of the psyche which contained 3 parts to the self.
So in case you don't know, in case for whatever reason, you've heard about Sigmund Freud. Yeah, most of his stuff is not at all like psychology doesn't use any of his stuff really ever. We understand like the significance of what Freud did, which was to start sort of working on psychology, which really hadn't been done before, but that doesn't actually mean that like every one of his theories, hypotheses, or experiments are actually taken as legitimate, scientific consensus nowadays. We moved on past Sigmund Freud.
And this is something that they all follow: the ego, which is the conscious mind; the super ego, which is the super conscious mind; and what he termed the ID, which was the subconscious mind. Now, we all hear ID, and we give that word power because the word ID, right, is supposed to mean our identity, our ID, our identification.
Seriously, that's like you're gonna conflate Sigmund Freud's idea of id from 100 years ago to what we use as an ID now? Is that what we're gonna do? God damn, like words stump you all. Like words, like you were doing the same thing that Mr. Gorilla Man did last time, with like words just absolutely stump you. Like you have 2 words that sound anywhere near alike, and you're like, holy shit, they must mean the same thing. Like words are far more complicated than that, my friend. They just are. So the whole watching ships disappear over the horizon argument is dumb. I'm gonna let the chat deal with you. Gio, what do you think about our logo animation is referencing to?
But to Freud, ID meant the subconscious mind. And we've empowered that word to mean almost like a third person.
No, okay. The id, and it's pronounced the id, not ID. The id. It has nothing to do with ID. It has nothing to do with identification. They are 2 different words, you dumbass. It's like the best I can put it to you. You're just kind of being stupid, buddy. Is this flat Earth asshole R&D? No, I wish it was flat Earth asshole. I'd get something internal dumbness. Yeah, I could see that. No, it's not ID. It's not your identity. Your identity does not reside within your id. Even by Freudian psychology, your identity does not reside within your id. It's basic instincts. Your id is basic instincts like food and having sex. And it's sort of your animal instincts. It has nothing to do with your identity. Your identity is not there. Now it is Latin for it, probably. I don't know.
So back to it. We talk about it as if it is a third person inside of us. Now, what else do we hear in relation to the word it, or IT, information technology, right?
Son of a bitch. Words, just. I joked that he was going to go there, and then he did, and now I feel bad.
The IT field, computers, artificial intelligence. Think about that.
Think about what? What exactly do you want us to think about? You didn't make a coherent argument about anything here. You just said it has the same letters in it as IT does. Not that they mean the same thing. Not information technology is very different than it. Just son of a bitch. Think about it, R&D, apparently. R&D, he doesn't word very well. He really doesn't. Neither do I.
Is it, the term it, is that what they're preparing us for? The artificial intelligence and transhuman?
Now you're just, goddamn. You are just, somehow we went from it to artificial, to information technology to artificial intelligence, as if IT, right? As if the field of information technology wasn't this giant, vast, just field that has multitudes of components. No, the only component that apparently it has is god damn it, artificial intelligence. That's the only fucking component.
Humanism.
And
to summon something inside of us, inside of our subconscious mind, inside of ourselves, potentially something demonic, potentially turning on or activating something inside of us once people receive the microchip.
What are you talking about? What microchip? What inside of you is demonic? I want to know. I don't. I'm gonna be done now. I'm just gonna end it there. I have ramen to make. I have a life to live. I have way more interesting things to do in my life today than to try to figure out how there's a demon inside of me and how I'm gonna get microchipped to make the demon come out and stuff. I don't know. I'm done. I can't. Everyone, thank you for joining us. NANA, thank you for your generous donation. Always appreciated. Thanks for the boobs. They were needed. Thank you everyone else for showing up. Thank you, Eager, for always being here. Again, you're always welcome on the show. Please come on the show. I bet we would have a fantastic conversation. Thank you, everybody. I don't know. I won't be here next week. I've said that already. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Have yourselves a wonderful week, and I will see you all next time.